If the first episode of Telltale's Batman series introduced us to the different sides of Bruce Wayne, the brutal vigilante, the billionaire socialite, and the up-and-coming world's greatest detective, then episode 2, Children of Arkham, explores how these parts come together. In doing so, it delivers some genuinely shocking moments and sets up an intriguing new adventure for the Dark Knight. Despite being half an hour shorter than the first episode, Children of Arkham far outclasses its predecessor in terms of character development and storytelling. This installment focuses on whether Bruce Wayne can accept what may or may not be a horrible truth about his family, which leads to iconic figures in the Batman lore being redrawn under very different and much more interesting light. While to the uninitiated, Children of Arkham's plot is a serviceable detective story, the way it toys with my fan expectations and the bat truths I hold to be self-evident is what gets me to invest in Bruce's arc.
And Carmine Falcone knows why.
It's much easier to empathize with his shock, anger, or sorrow, since I too was left stunned when a familiar character is revealed to be anything but familiar. It's moments like these that bolster Telltale's focus on Wayne and his alter ego as one cohesive character as opposed to two sides of the same coin. Instead, they're recognized as different tools at one man's disposal. We have a choice of using either Bruce's political savvy or Batman's fist-heavy tactics to reach the next clue. When you do choose the vigilante route, this episode features some of Telltale's best action yet, though I'll never understand how such noticeable frame rate drops or audio hiccups in specific sequences make it past QA. However, it's still impressive that this episode has me thinking of the man inside the cowl only as Bruce rather than Batman, which is a personal first, and this sentiment carries over into some unexpectedly poignant interactions between Bruce and the supporting cast. Exploring how the allegations against his family affect his relationship with Alfred, or how the ensuing scandal and Bruce's burgeoning interest in Selina Kyle could potentially redefine or ruin his friendship with Harvey Dent, puts all the focus on Bruce instead of the Bat.
Honestly, Batman freaks me out.
Given the hallmark Batman events that may or may not still be to come, adding these extra levels of emotional investment make for a more compelling tale, and it does so without the pacing problems of the first episode. Even though I'm familiar with how certain events may play out, I'm genuinely eager for the next episode's release. For more on all things Batman, stick around on IGN.